So Erwin,
Yes, sir.
what is a truss rod?
A truss rod is a metal bar, a rod, installed inside of your neck, your guitar neck. Your strings pull with a lot of tension on your guitar neck. So there has to be something to strengthen the neck with, which is your truss rod. It's inside your neck and you can actually adjust it as well. So yeah, at Fellowship we set up a lot of guitars, and usually the very first thing we do is tune the guitar, obviously, and then we will check how much relief there is in your guitar neck. Relief is the amount of up bow or downward bow in your neck. Ideally, you would want a little bit of upward bow in your neck, and you can check it by using a straight rule.
So when would I know that my truss rod needs some work?
Well, if you're sitting at home and let's say it's a big difference in climate between, let's say, winter and summertime, this will affect your guitar and the playability of your guitar. And for example, you can obviously at some point all of a sudden notice a lot of buzz, string buzz going on. So something happened to the setup of your guitar. And the very first thing you can check yourself would be the relief in your neck.
So when there's a lot of buzzing, that would mean there is a back bow in the neck?
It can be a back bow, it can also be too much up bow, which comes with a very high action and difficult to play the guitar. When there's a back bow, your guitar all of a sudden plays really smoothly, really easily, but a bit too easy, and that causes the buzz.
So a lower action might mean a back bow,
Yeah.
and a too high of an action might mean an up bow in the neck.
Yes. So yeah, man, you're sitting on your couch playing your guitar, and you notice a lot of string buzz. That doesn't sound too good at all. What you can do, yeah, everyone probably has a straight rule in their house. You can just tune your guitar. So you take your straight rule and go and check your relief in the neck. In this case, I can actually hear and feel that there's a bit of back bow. So the neck is too straight and actually goes into a back bow like that, which we're going to take care of right now. It needs a 4mm hex key. There's a little hole in the first brace in the top of the guitar. You can find the truss rod there. Now it's like tightening a screw or loosening a screw. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So in this case, we have a back bow, which means that your neck is actually bowing backwards like that. And there's too much tension in your truss rod going on. So you need to somehow decrease this tension. We can do it by adjusting the truss rod. Let's do it. I'll just start by 2 quarter turns and check to see the result. Make sure the guitar is in tune. That's close enough. Put the straight edge on and just see if you now see a little bit of daylight underneath your straight rule, in between the straight rule and the frets. And in fact, I do. Yeah, this looks a lot better. Let's see if the buzz is gone. A little bit.
So now you've loosened the tension in the truss rod.
Yeah.
Which means the neck came up a little bit, so there's a little bit more up bow than there was.
Yeah.
So that relieved some of the buzz that you had on the strings.
That's correct. I'm almost there. I wanted to have a little bit more relief, so I'm gonna adjust it once more. Probably need another quarter turn. Let's check it again, see what the result is. Yeah, that looks way better. And the string buzz is gone.
So what is the preferable amount of relief in a guitar neck?
Well, I would say anywhere between 0.1 millimeter and 0.3 millimeters thick. Which would be, if you would put your straight rule on, look for the point in the neck where the up bow is the most, which is usually around the 7th, 8th fret. And you will try to, in this case I have a piece of paper which is exactly 0.1 mil thick, and I will try to put it under the straight rule on top of the fret. And this will just slide under like that. This is the minimal amount relief that I want to see in a guitar neck. Now, if you have somebody who will play really strongly with a heavy right hand, you probably want a little bit more relief in your neck. In that case, a business card, which is around 0.3 mil thick, which is about the maximum of relief that I want to see in a guitar neck. So this would be your business card and the maximum amount of relief that I want to see in a guitar neck. Nice and snug.
So is this process the same for electric guitars as well?
It is the same process, but I would say with electric guitar necks, I kind of like it more when the relief is a bit less. So kind of around that 1.1 of a mil relief would be enough. And with an acoustic guitar, I would leave a little more relief in the neck, maybe a bit more towards the business card. So yeah, guys, adjusting your truss rod yourself is not all that complicated, but there's a few things you have to take into account. For example, always go with small increments, maybe a quarter turn at a time. Let the instrument settle a little bit. Sometimes it needs like a half an hour or more to settle. Just go grab a coffee, come back, check your guitar again, maybe make another small adjustment and check your results later. You can also overdo things, so when it's tight, stop turning it. Don't try to tighten it even more because you can break stuff and it quickly will become an expensive repair. So if there's not enough movement in the neck or whatever and you are in doubt what to do, just grab your coat, put your guitar in the case, go to a local luthier and have him fix it. That's it for now, folks. Hope you enjoyed it and learned something. And should you have any questions, just don't hesitate to call us or fax us or email us or whatever. Just do it.